Now, one of the top stories in China this week is the launch of China's first lunar rover, and the operation is named after the Chinese moon goddess Chang'e. The story has been covered in Western media as well as in domestic media, and according to various Weibo posts that cites The Guardian and RT.com among others, the mission has inspired widespread pride in China's growing technological prowess. If everything goes smoothly, the rover will conduct geological surveys and search for natural resources. China is set to become the third country after the U.S. and the former Soviet Union to soft land on the moon. However, The Guardian points out that China is still far behind the established superpowers whose moon landings date back more than 4 decades ago. The U.S. Defense Department has made it clear that it wants to prevent China's increasing space capabilities from giving it any strategic advantage. However, China insists that its space program is for peaceful purposes only. Now, a lot of Chinese Weibo users are excited by the successful launch. So now let's take a look at what they had to say about China's recent space accomplishments.
This is great! It shows that everything is possible if we come together to make it happen. We worked hard yesterday to realize the dreams of today. This is a sign of China's strengths. Humanity's future will be among the stars. Chang'e is only a small step in the right direction. We are still behind America by a few decades. However, there are advantages for us since the technology we are using now is much better than what Americans had 40 years ago. I can't wait for China to put a man on the moon. How does putting a rover on the moon help with the lives of everyday people? The Soviets also put their time and effort into space exploration back in the 60s, and look where it brought them. Space exploration is a side hobby for the rich and stable countries. China should first solve its social problems before it dreams of space.
The successful launch is only the first step of China's latest lunar mission. Now, in the next few months, China's lunar rover, nicknamed the Jade Rabbit, will have to withstand multiple tests of soft landing, separation of the rover from the lander, its survival capabilities, and how it responds to remote control from Earth. Now, China's Chang'e 3 space program is part of China's Phase 2 lunar program, which started in 2004 with the previous Chang'e 1 and 2. If all goes according to plan, China will begin its third phase of its lunar program in 2017, when it will send a probe to the moon, release a rover, and then bring the probe back. Chinese scientists have discussed the possibility that sending a human being to the moon might be achievable for China in as early as 2020. Now, the People's Daily, a government-ran newspaper, called China's space ambitions a source of national pride and inspiration for further development. That China's space dream is part of the dream to make China stronger and help realize the Chinese dream of a national rejuvenation.